I need to lift that up a little bit. Let me just lift this webcam up a little bit. There we go. Can we all see me? What can you see there in the background? Oh God, I need to get rid of that. Right, let's do this. Woo! Can't wait to share. Oh, dearie me. Right, let me get my chair. I'm trying to get my chair as close to the camera as possible. There we go. I am on. Hello, everybody. Let me get my... Right, can you see me all properly? I hope you can. Whew. Let me get my headband on to get my hair out of the way. So I'm going out today with friends to the theatre. One of my friends is actually in the theatre today. So I'm actually going to see her. So I am going to do my makeup with you guys. I'm just grabbing this from my side here. You can't see this. So all products I use is Tropic skincare. So it's all natural, all organic, all vegan. So no chemicals in anything that's going on my face today. I'm actually a Tropic ambassador. My name's Zara Groves. And when you become an ambassador, you can get this thing called a lookbook. So this is all of their makeup, all the blushes, all the highlighters and bronzers, eyeshadows, lipsticks, all in a book, which is very, very, very handy. Oh gosh, I've left a brush in the kitchen. This one will do. So let's do my makeup. So I'm going to start off. I start off by doing eyes first and foundation later. Because if you do your eyes first and you make any messes, you can just clean it up. You haven't got your foundation on first. I know other people do it differently, but that's the way I was taught to do it, and that's the way I'm sticking to it. I'm just seeing if I can bring my cameras a little bit closer to me so you've got a better view of me. I know you all want a much better view of me. I've got my things all tangled up here. Let me see if I can move this slightly. Woo. If you can see my setup here, there we go. I've got all these different stands. Oh, now you can see the other stand. Oh, God. It's quite difficult. If anybody out there does lives and stuff, I'd love to know how they get everything set up. I need to get some sort of double stand so I can have... There we go. Is that better? I think that's better, isn't it? Right, let's do this. Let me get my chair as close to you as possible. Right, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do, I am going to have to put my glasses on and off because I need my glasses to see. But what I'm going to start off with is a concealer. Now, I know lots of people use primers. I don't use a primer. I was just told to use a concealer. So I use a concealer. So I'm going to put a concealer on my eyes because this works as a primer. And what this is going to do is it's going to make all the colours that I put on after stay. So my makeup will last. I do know that when I do my makeup so I'm going to paint it on and then I'm going to blend it in. Now this is a really pale colour. I don't mind doing pale on my eyes. You're not going to see it anyway. It's going to all blend in so they can see. I've done that and I'm going to do a little bit underneath as well. And then I'm going to do... What I do also love about Tropic is you can get all your products into a palette. So I've got two palettes here because I'm doing a bit of a mix and a match. But in here I've got eyeshadows, bronzer, my powder and my blusher. In this one I've got different colours. So you can create your own palettes. So you don't... it's like when you buy makeup, ladies. You end up buying a big palette and you end up using like one colour in the palette, don't you? So this way they're all magnetic. So when it runs out, you just pop it out and replace it. Or if you're going, it's great for going away that you, I have to say this is the first time I've done my proper makeup live. So I'm really hoping it all goes well and I don't mess it up. I've been taught how to do makeup by one of the best makeup artists in the world, a man named Piers Braybrook. phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal makeup artist. Okay, so there we go. I put on concealer. Oh, I haven't done the underneath. I put concealer onto my eyes, and this is going to help stick all the colours onto my eyes. And then what I'm going to get is my powder. So this is a translucent powder. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to powder over, just roll the brush on that concealer, because the eyeshadow that goes on is going to be powder, so we want it to stick. There we go. So just a little bit of powder in there. This is my big brush. I don't know the names of my brushes. I should learn the names of my brushes. Right, let me get my eyeshadow brush. I've got two sizes, a big one and a small one. So I'm going to use the big size. I'm going for a little bit of a smoky colour today, I think. So I'm going to use what in the tropic world is a Kahai. It's called Kahai, Kahai brown. I'm going to take my big brush, and from the outside of my eye here, I'm just going to sweep it in. So can you see what I'm doing? So I'm going from the outside in, outside in, outside in. So we just do it again and again, outside in, outside in, outside in. And I'm going to pull it all. Oh, a little tip for you ladies as well. So if any of you ladies have, you know, where the top hangs over a bit more, and you sometimes put eyeshadow on and it feels like you can't see it after, when your eyes open like this, just mark it where you can see, and then you know then where to go with the eyeshadow after. So we're going to go outside in, outside in, outside in. And as you can see, I'm just going, so can you see now there? I'm just going up the eye a bit now. And so it's kind of, I've kind of got it all over my eye, but not absolutely, you know, not the darkness everywhere. I don't want the darkness everywhere. So I'm just going to go out. And what we also need to do is here, see on the side, we want it to go from the side of the eye, side of the nose to the side of the eyebrow. We want it to go up, ladies. I've kind of not gone quite up enough there. So I'm going to rub that out of the way. So can you see? So as you get older, we don't want anything that's going down, because that's going to bring our eyelids down. We want to lift up, don't we, ladies? So making sure that we don't go past that line. Taking in. And it just blending, really. Just going in. So can you see now the colour I've got on that eye? Let's go with the other one. So the rule of thumb is I'm going quite dark today, as you can see. But if you start off light and then add a bit more on, it's better off to start off lighter and then add more on. And don't be afraid of makeup, ladies, because you can take it off. I mean, I might mess this up today. I'm not the best makeup artist in the world, but I have learned, and I've learned simple tricks to make doing makeup easy. So again, from this side, see where I'm going there? In. Oh, I haven't put as much product on this side. Hold on. So I'm going to just go in. Painting it in. Cross my eyelid. So from the outside in. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just doing it. I'm not going backwards and forwards. I'm going from the outside in. Because what I want most of the colour on the outside and less on the inside. So it graduates from outside in. I'm going to put a little bit more on there because my first eye is a little bit darker. I tell you what is funny, ladies, because I wear glasses now to read. Doing makeup sometimes. The other day I was trying to do my makeup and I was trying to do my eye, but I was closing the wrong eye. And I couldn't work out what I couldn't see. Oh dear. Let's see. How are we doing there? Does it look like it's in? Don't worry if you're looking at it when you first start doing it thinking, oh my God, that looks a bit rubbish. We blend at the end. We blend. There we go. That's kind of it. And then my line, I'm just going to do that to make sure my line. Can you see? Kind of looks the same, doesn't it, ladies? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a really light colour now because I want to highlight. Am I looking the same? Probably not at the moment, but never mind. It comes together at the end. Don't worry. If you're looking at me right now going, oh, my God, what's she doing? So now I'm going to get the lighter colour. I'm going to use the oatmeal, which is a really lovely pale colour. And I'm going to go here by my Can you see there by the eyebrow there? So I want this bit to be highlighted. Can you see? I also want the inside of my eye to be highlighted. So right where the, almost like your tear duct. Is it tear duct? I'm going to go in there. Can you see? Just a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then the same in the center there. Now let me check. Are my eyes looking? They're looking kind of similar. Now what I'm going to do, this is the bit that I like doing. Have I brought my brush over? Yes, it is. So I've got a blending brush here. So can you see, you can sort of see the lines difference, can't you, between my colours. So what I'm going to do now is blend. So I'm going to get my blending brush and I'm going to do little circles and I'm just going to kind of mix it all in. So what I'm trying to do here is get rid of any lines that might be showing on my eyes. I want it all to go in. Can you see now how that's blended in? So what we don't want is we don't want to see like a brown colour and then a pale colour separately. Hi Charlotte, how are you? Oh, let me have a look at my glasses. Oh, hello. It's Lynn's grandson. It's Charlie. Charlo. Hello, how are you? Thank you for watching. Sorry, I need to put my glasses on to read. So yeah, so what I don't want, so see the difference between the two eyes? You can see the separate of the colours there, can't you? And in this one you can't. So all you do to get rid of that is go in circles, blend, 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 blend. And it goes away. Let me see. We got that bit at the top there. There we go. Can you see now? They both look blended. Right, let me show you a really, really easy way to add eyeliner. Now, eyeliner is something I know that people worry about, shall we say. So this is the Tropic eyeliner. It comes in a pencil and you sort of push it up. It's very, very, very soft. So the trick to eyeliner on the top and not making a mess is I'm going to close one of my eyes and then I'm going to do dots along the eye, you know, along the eyelash line. I'm just going to kind of draw it. I'm going to do a little bit of a flick at the end, only a small one. I'm going to take it right. Oh God, made a mess there. Don't worry if you make a mess. I've just made a mess. You can see I've just made a thicker bit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my really skinny brush, take that brown, and now I'm going to blend it in. So I'm just going to go along that line and blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. I have to say the Tropic eyeliners are really lovely because they're really light, soft, like a crayon. So it means that you can blend it in. There we go. Can you see now how it's blended? I can see. Yeah. So I've kind of mixed in. So whichever is the darker color that you're using in your eyeshadow, that's the one that you're going to blend the liner with. Let's do the other eye. This is the one bummer about having eyelash extensions, is trying to put eyeliner on. They kind of get in the way. But we persevere. There we go. So I've dotted it along again. And then get my really skinny brush. I'll show you a really good brush for doing this in a second. Let me just get this while it's still soft, because I don't want it to dry and go harder. Now have I blended that? It's quite hard to see, isn't it, when you can't see? I think I blended that in. And now, can you see? What I have missed out, I do this, and this is a new habit that I'm having to get used to, is going under my eyes. So with the dark colour that was there, I'm going to go under now. Can you see? And then let's do the other one. This is a new habit I got taught, going under the eyes. So I sometimes forget it when I'm doing it myself. See what I mean? This is why it's a good idea not to do first, because I've just made a mess there. Here, I will clear it all off. And remember, again, at the corner, it wants to go up, 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 up. And I'm just giving a little bit of a blend there with my finger, just to make sure it all looks the same. Does this all look the same to you guys? Am I looking like... I think I've blended that in okay, don't you? I might put a little bit more of the pale in the corner of my eye. I feel like a little bit more brightness needs to go in there. There we go. What do we think? Yeah? Yes or no? Yay or nay? I think that's matching. Okay. So for me now, that is my eyes pretty much done, because I don't wear mascara because I've got eyelash extensions on. But you can put your mascara on now if you want. I'm going to actually now go to the skin. Okay. So let me find my skin. So I use the Beauty Booster, the Tropic Beauty Booster, and I use a number 5. It's a little bit, this is my summer color. I probably should be going to a number 4 by now, but I'm hanging on to a bit of extra color. And then I get my Kabuki brush. So it looks a bit like a shaving brush. It is brilliant. So for somebody, I was never a foundation wearer at all. I was a tinted moisture. I'm going to get a bit on my brush, and then I'm going to blend it all in. So I'm going to go all over my face now, up under my eyes, and I'm just going to do circles. Don't worry, I'll be coming in a minute with concealer. So circles, circles, circles. Can you see? Half my face is just changing colour. I'm going to do, can you see? I'm going to do my other side. So for me, the brush is so easy. I've tried using a sponge. I can't get to grips with the sponge. I find it too difficult. I don't seem to blend properly with a sponge, whereas with this brush, it just goes on super, super easy. Can you see how easy that is? It takes minutes. So on a normal day where I'm not putting lots of makeup on, this is pretty much all I do is the bronzer. Not bronzer, what's it called? Foundation. So go all the way up the top as well. And there we go. I've got an eyelash just come off on my face. Let me get rid of that. Don't want the eyelash on my face. And there we go. Can you see my skin now? It looks nice and smooth. So no blemishes. I can see a hair on me. There we go. So it basically, with the Beauty Booster, what I think it does is you can still see my skin through the foundation, because I don't want to, sorry, somebody's trying to get on my live with me. I don't want my face to be caked in foundation. I don't want you to look at me and kind of go, Jesus, look at the foundation on that girl. I want you to see my face. So the guy that taught me how to do makeup has always said, if you when a woman walks through the door, let me just grab I have got some wet wipes here. Before anybody shouts at me for wet wipes with chemicals, these are not wet wipes with chemicals. These are a brand that are biodegradable and everything else. So let me just clean my hands. I got these on purpose because they were recommended. Let me just do that. Chuck them there. Get all the colours off me. Yeah, so my friend Piers that taught me how to do makeup, he always says that you should see a woman first and the makeup after. If you see the makeup first and the woman after, then she's got way too much makeup on. So I personally don't like heaps of foundation on women. It's just, it's not my preference whatsoever. Okay, so face is done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in some eyebrows. Let's get some eyebrows going. So I've got it with Shopic, it's the Cedar Brow Boss, and it's this little one here in the palette. And then I've got the 3-in-1 brush. Now this three, so you can see how tiny that brush is. That would do for blending in your eyeliner as well. Okay, and now I'm going to draw my eyebrows. My eyebrows have been microbladed, so I have got quite a good shape to follow. Can you see? Can you see the difference between the two? Let's do this side. There we go. Eyebrows drawn on. What do you think? Okay, so now we have to come to the highlighter. I want to put some highlighter under my eyes to, let me get the color. Which color I've got here? To just brighten up my eyes a little bit. So the rule of thumb with concealers is if you're covering a blemish or something, you have the same color as your foundation. If you're wanting to brighten under the eyes, and you go one shade lighter. So I've got a number 4 undercover concealer here. This bit always scares me, but I've been shown how to do it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw a nice big triangle under my eyes. I've probably not drawn it big enough. And then, can you see? And then I'm going to dab it in. So now I'm going to blend with my finger. I want to lighten underneath my eyes. I want to, when I bring my blusher in a minute, it also can really, can you see that underneath my eye? It's given quite a sharp line to the shadow under my eye. There we go. Can you see now I've blended that all in? So it's slightly lighter than my foundation, so it's making my eyes look slightly brighter. So let's do this side again. So nice big triangle. I've watched lots of makeup artists with concealer when they do, you know, like some really fabulous, crazy eyes. Can you see that triangle I've just done? And they will, to make the line really sharp, they will go in with concealer after. Right, let's blend all this in. So dab, 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 dab. So your finger is really good at blending. This took me a long time to get used to doing this, I have to say. I'd never, well, until I met my friend, and we do makeup nights together. So he does the makeup generally, and then I come along with all the products and the skincare, and we do them together. We have so much fun, and this is where I've learned how to do all this. And then he's taught me personally. So this year I did my very first festival of doing makeup, and I've just taken a little bit of that away, so I'm going to put it back. There we go. I went a bit too high and took a little bit of the under eye shadow away, so I'm just going to come back with that slightly. Can you see? Does it look good now? Does it look brighter? Now, this is where the blusher comes in. I personally prefer cream blushers. I like the look of a cream blusher. I like the way it makes my skin feel more glowy than dry. I'm not really into powder too much, but that's a personal preference, powder, because my skin obviously doesn't secrete too much sebum, so I can get away with not putting too much powder on. So I'm using a cream blush here. Can you see where it's going? I always think when you put the blusher on, this is when the face starts to really come together. Don't you think? What do we think? Is that a nice colour, everybody? I got enough on there? So it's all blended in. Can you see all my colours now are blended in on my face? I probably should have put my other light on to make it a bit more brighter. In fact, I'm just going to open my curtains to the side so you can get a bit more natural light in here. Does that make any difference? I don't know if that makes any difference or not. What do we think? Does that make any difference? My extra bit of light there. I think that looks quite nice. And then so mascara, ladies. I don't know if we've done the mascara bit yet. I've forgotten now. But I don't, because I've got eyelash extensions. All I do now is brush my eyelashes. So I've got this brush that I'm showing you with the pointy bit. It's called the 3-in-1 brush. It's got the pointy bit for the eyebrows and the eyeliner. It's got this mascara brush, and then it has an eyeshadow brush that sticks on the top, which is over there somewhere. So I'm just going to brush out my eyelashes. So my eyelashes look a bit more with it. And then I'm going to add on, I'm just making sure I've got no foundation on my lipstick. I'm going to add on now lipstick. So I'm actually going out for the day today. So I want to make sure that my lipstick lasts the colour. I've got lots of colours that I like, but this one, for me, really, really works for me. So it's a lip stain and then a lip oil that goes on top. So it's a red lip stain, and it goes on. If I want it darker, I do more coats, and then it dries and it stays on. So let me do my lips. To the bottom. So I want it to be quite dark today, so I'm putting it on quite thickly. Well, not thickly. It feels almost like watery going on. Can you see? Now, for me, this is really, really good because it will mean that all I need to do during the day is apply lip oil. And by applying lip oil, I'll still stay with this colour. And what's also really good is as you get older, ladies, we know, don't we, the lipstick can bleed. And so this way it means that the colour doesn't bleed into my lips at all. Because I quite like glossy red, but I found that if they're a lipstick, quite often for me, if I've had them on for a lot of hours, it's all right if I'm only going out for a couple of hours or so, but if I've had them on all day and I've been eating and drinking, it can bleed into the rest of my mouth. So I think that's actually enough colour for a daytime event, don't you? So I'm going to let it dry a little bit more. I'll take my headband off while we're waiting. I've just got out of the shower, so I do need to go and do my hair. But I thought I'd come and do my makeup first. I wish a hairdresser would come around and do my hair for me. I'm not really good at hair, I have to say. It's hard work, hair, isn't it? I'm all right at the front. Like if I curl it, I'll curl the front and then think, oh, I can't see the back anyway. This is the lip oil. Now, this is phenomenal. So not only is this going to make my lips look juicy and glossy, it's also going to help plump my lips. So I'm just going to... And there we go. Can you see? Nice and juicy and glossy. And there we go. Do you think that my makeup looks good? I have to say with makeup, the more you practice, the better you get. And sometimes you can do it amazing, and then sometimes not quite as amazing. But I think if you practice, and I think for me, my makeup never seems to, if I'm doing just my skin, So just putting my skin on and my eyebrows and maybe some lips, and obviously I can make that look the same every single time. But I have found that when I do my eyes, they're just always slightly different. I don't know whether it's the amount I apply or the way I blend it or whatever, but it's always a look. I mean, it's always in the same colours, unless I use different colours, obviously. Benny, what do you think? Do you like this? Do you like the look? I hope you do. I would love to have your feedback. So please either follow me if you're not already following me. Send me some comments, positive ones only, obviously, no nasty ones. And if you would like any of the products that I've used today, then please just send me a message or go to the link in my bio, click on my link tree, and then there's my Tropic web shop. So everything is on there that I've used today. All right, everybody, go and have a fabulous day. I love you lots, and I'll see you soon. Bye. How do I end all these lives now? Bye, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody.